Now imagine this. One morning, you wake up in a cozy little homestay tucked deep in the mountains of Vietnam's northwest. You gently open the window, and right in front of you is an ocean of white clouds floating like they're drifting straight past your porch. Birds are singing, soft, wild, and welcoming the day. Later that afternoon, you find yourself strolling along a beach in central Vietnam, where the shoreline stretches endlessly, and each wave rolls in like the heartbeat of the sea. And when night falls, you're sitting on a small boat in the Mekong Delta, listening to the distant sound of traditional Vong Ko singing echoing across the water. If you could truly live through all those moments, mountains, ocean, and rivers of golden silt, how deeply do you think your heart would move? Hi everyone! Welcome to the world of traveling, a channel inside the Way Home ecosystem, where every journey isn't just about beautiful landscapes, but also about the feelings and meaning we discover along the way. And today, we're beginning a special journey called Welcome to Vietnam Traveling, where I'll take you across the stunning S-shaped land of Vietnam. Recently, Vietnam welcomed over 12 million international visitors in just 1 year, an incredible number for a developing country. But what makes Vietnam unforgettable isn't only world-famous destinations like Ha Long Bay, a natural wonder, or Hoi An Ancient Town, a UNESCO-recognized cultural heritage site. What truly keeps travelers coming back are the small, everyday moments: a steaming bowl of pho on a cool morning, a boat filled with bright flowers drifting on a gentle river, or simply a warm, sincere smile from a stranger in a quiet village. All right. Before we dive into specific destinations, let's zoom out for a moment and look at the big picture of Vietnam. 1. Location. Vietnam is located on the eastern side of the Indochina Peninsula in Southeast Asia, covering more than 331,000 square kilometers. This elegant, S-shaped country curves along the East Sea with a coastline stretching over 3,200 kilometers. From Lung Cou, the northernmost landmark, to Camau Cape, where the land reaches out into the sea, the journey spans more than 1,650 kilometers, like a soft ribbon flowing through mountains, plains, and ocean. To the north, Vietnam borders China. To the west, Laos and Cambodia. And to the east and south, it opens to the deep blue sea. This position has made Vietnam a crossroads of civilizations, protecting its identity while also welcoming new cultural winds. Vietnam's landscape is a beautiful blend. Mountains cover more than 3/4 of the country, from the majestic Hoang Lien Sun Range to the vast Central Highlands. In between are fertile deltas like the Red River Delta and the Mekong Delta. Offshore are thousands of islands: Phu Quoc, Cat Ba, Lai Sun, each one a jewel of the sea. 2. Climate. Vietnam's climate is like a stunning symphony of nature. It's tropical monsoon overall, but because the country is long and diverse in terrain, each region feels different. The north has 4 clear seasons: a fresh spring, a blazing summer, a gentle golden fall, and a crisp winter. If you ever visit Hanoi on an autumn afternoon, you'll understand why generations of poets and artists have poured their hearts into songs about Hanoi's fall. Central Vietnam is harsher, but irresistibly beautiful. Summers can be scorching, yet that's when beaches like Da Nang and Nha Trang shine the brightest. Stormy seasons can be intense, but they also make the mountains and waterfalls even more dramatic. The south stays warm year-round, with alternating rainy and dry seasons, creating golden rice fields and fruit orchards heavy with sweetness. This climate makes Vietnam's scenery change with every season, so every trip feels like a brand new experience. 3. History. Vietnam's history is an epic story stretching over 4,000 years, beginning with the era of the Hung Kings. This land has witnessed countless struggles to protect every inch of home and homeland. The legend of Lac Long Quan and O Co, the 100 Eggs, is more than a myth. It's a symbol of unity. Through dynasties like the Lý, Tran, Lê, and Nguyen, Vietnam left powerful marks with victories against invasions: Bac Dang, Chi Lang, Dong Da. Vietnam also became a meeting place of wet rice civilization, Buddhism, Confucianism, and many international influences. Today, history still lives in places like Ko Loa Citadel, Hoa Lu Ancient Capital, the quiet majesty of Hue Imperial City, the timeless beauty of Hoi An, and the mystery of My Son Sanctuary. Each site is a page of history written in stone, brick, sweat, and sacrifice. 4. Vietnamese culture is a harmony of 54 ethnic groups, each like a unique musical note, different in color and rhythm, yet blending into one shared song. The Kin people are known for the elegance of the Ao Dai and conical hat. The Hmong are vibrant in embroidered brocade skirts. The Thai people dance gracefully in their traditional soi. In the Central Highlands, the sound of gong culture echoes through the forests. Vietnam is also a land of festivals, from the sacred Lunar New Year, Tet, to the lively Perfume Pagoda Festival, the heroic Giong Festival, and the energetic Ngo Boat Racing Festival in the Mekong region. Folk music here is a treasure. Quan Ho Ca Tru, Hat Swan, Don Ca Tai Tu, many recognized by UNESCO. But beyond all that, Vietnamese culture is also found in simple things: family meals, children playing in small alleys, and the gentle smile of a farmer in the fields. 5. Scenic highlights and photo spots. If nature were an artist, Vietnam would be one of its most stunning masterpieces, stretching across 3 regions. Ha Long Bay, a World Natural Heritage Site with thousands of limestone islands rising from emerald water, is truly a gift of creation. Sapa charms the soul with golden terraced rice fields during harvest season and dreamy fog in winter. Phong Nha Ke Bang is a paradise of caves, home to Son Duong, the largest cave in the world. In central Vietnam, Hoi An glows under lantern light, while Hue feels calm and ancient. Perfume River, Ngu Mountain, Thien Mu Pagoda, and royal tombs. In the south, Phu Quoc shines with crystal beaches, and the Mekong Delta offers endless fields, winding canals, and lively floating markets. Each landscape holds once-in-a-lifetime moments: sunrise over Qua Dai Beach, purple sunsets by Xuan Huong Lake, and moonlight shimmering over the Perfume River. 6. Cuisine and souvenirs. Vietnamese cuisine is where flavor meets soul. A hot bowl of Hanoi pho, simple, fragrant, and refined. A crispy Hoi An banh mi, once praised as the best sandwich in the world. Spicy Hue beef noodle soup, humble Saigon broken rice, and the famous egg coffee. Each one leaves Vietnam living in your memory. And Vietnamese souvenirs are deeply cultural too. The graceful conical hat, glossy Van Phuc silk, colorful Northwest brocade, and handcrafted items made from wood, bamboo, and Bat Trang pottery. Travelers often leave Vietnam not just with heavier suitcases, but with a piece of Vietnam's spirit. 7. Activities and experiences. Vietnam is a paradise of experiences. You can climb Phan Xipon, the roof of Indochina, or kayak through Ha Long Bay's clear waters. In central Vietnam, you can dive in Nha Trang to see vibrant coral reefs, or paraglide over Hai Van Pass for breathtaking sky and sea views. Culture lovers can join the Perfume Pagoda Festival, watch Ngo boat races, or sit quietly through a night of Ca Tru singing. For relaxation, Vietnam offers spas, hot spring resorts, and luxurious beachside retreats. Every activity becomes a bridge, bringing you closer to nature and closer to yourself. 8. Transportation. Getting around Vietnam today is very convenient. From Hanoi or Ho Chi Minh City, you can fly to most provinces in 1 to 2 hours. The North-South Railway stretches over 1,700 kilometers, offering scenic views across the country. Roads are increasingly modern, linking major cities and regions. Locally, you can choose taxis, electric carts, bicycles, wooden boats, even cyclo-rides in Hanoi or Hoi An for a nostalgic feel. Just keep an eye on storm season in central Vietnam and peak holiday festival crowds when planning your trip. 9. Accommodation. Vietnam offers every style of stay. From simple homestays in the Northwest, where you live alongside locals, to comfortable 3- to 4-star hotels in cities, and top-tier 5-star resorts in Da Nang, Nha Trang, and Phu Quoc. One unforgettable experience: spending a night on a cruise in Ha Long Bay, falling asleep to the sound of waves and waking to a golden sunrise. 10. Best time to visit. Every season in Vietnam has its own beauty. Spring, January to March, is festival season, with peach blossoms and apricot flowers. Summer, May, August, is perfect for beaches and sunshine. Fall, September, November, brings golden leaves and soft weather in the north. Winter, December, covers Sapa and Ha Giang in mist, sometimes even snow. Avoid storm season in central Vietnam, September to November, and extremely crowded festival periods. For many travelers, the best time to visit Vietnam is October through April, when the weather is cooler, drier, and vibrant. 11. Types of tourism. Vietnam blends many styles of travel: island and beach relaxation in Nha Trang and Phu Quoc, eco and mountain travel in Sapa, and the Northwest cultural and spiritual travel in Hue, Hoi An, and Yen Tu. Adventure travel with trekking, climbing, paragliding, and cave exploring. This diversity lets you mix many experiences in one trip. Vietnam isn't just a destination, it's a journey that nourishes the soul. 12. Tips and local etiquette. When visiting Vietnam, respect local customs. In temples and pagodas, dress modestly and behave respectfully. During festivals, enjoy the atmosphere, but keep order and awareness. Pack smart. Light clothes for summer, warm layers for northern winters, and sneakers for trekking. And please help protect nature. Don't litter, reduce plastic use, and don't take coral or shells as souvenirs. Vietnamese people are famously warm and welcoming, so even a smile and a simple "Cam ơn," thank you, can open hearts and deepen your experience. As a Vietnamese person, I've been lucky to travel from north to south, through countless regions, witnessing so much beauty. And every place gave me its own feelings. Sometimes awe at nature's greatness, sometimes deep calm from a gentle way of life, and sometimes a soft, unexplainable longing. In the north, I still remember mornings in Sapa. Fog wrapped the mountains like white silk, and terraced rice fields glowed like golden ribbons reaching toward the sky. I sat quietly, feeling like the land, the sky, and the people were breathing in the same rhythm. A Hmong child ran past me, one innocent smile cutting through the freezing air, and suddenly my heart felt strangely warm. Back in Hanoi, I walked through the old quarter, listening to morning street calls, smelling the steam of pho drifting in cool air. Sitting by Hoan Kiem Lake, watching Turtle Tower resting in green water, I realized peace isn't always found far away. It can live inside the familiar. When the bells of Tran Quoc Pagoda echoed in the distance, my mind became still, as if reminded of mindfulness. Be fully present in this moment. Central Vietnam left a different kind of echo. In Hue, the perfume river moved slowly, reflecting pagodas and royal tombs. I listened to Hue folk songs on a boat, music that felt like it touched the deepest part of my memory. I understood impermanence. Dynasties rise and fade, but beauty and essence continue to live inside the human heart. Da Nang felt youthful and modern, yet the moment I stepped onto my K beach, the waves sounded like a gentle whisper from the ocean. Standing on the Golden Bridge, high in the clouds, I felt small before nature, yet proud of Vietnamese creativity. In Hoi An, I walked through mossy yellow old streets and released a floating lantern onto the Hoai River. That tiny light drifted away, carrying worries with it, leaving behind a quiet relief. It taught me something. Happiness isn't always somewhere far away. It's the peace you create inside your own heart. In the south, I met another Vietnam, bright, passionate, alive. In Nha Trang, I watched the ocean turn endless under a fiery sunset. The sun sank into the sea, leaving a trail of gold across the water. My heart softened, as if touching something sacred. Da Lat brought romantic feelings. Cold mornings by Xuan Huang Lake, pine trees singing in the wind. I sat in a small cafe, listening to Trin Kong Sun music, watching rain slide down the glass. Da Lat reminded me, sometimes we don't need to rush. Sometimes we just need to sit and let the soul dream again. And finally, the Mekong Delta. On a small boat through Kairang Floating Market, I saw busy trade, kind smiles, women in conical hats, and a sweet coconut drink in warm morning light. There, I felt compassion, not as a concept, but as something real in every gesture and every look. When the journey ended, I understood. Vietnam isn't only beautiful in landscapes, it's beautiful in spirit. Mountains and rivers may change, but the kindness, culture, and heart of Vietnamese people make this land feel immortal. And I remember the Buddha's teaching, live fully in each moment, because everything is impermanent. Vietnam gave me the chance to practice that, to see, to feel, to love, and to be grateful for every minute I exist on this S-shaped land. And now I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever been to Vietnam? If yes, which place left the deepest memories? Ancient streets painted by time, or sunny beaches full of wind and freedom? If you haven't, do you hope to visit one day? To watch sunrise in Ha Long Bay, walk through Hoi An's old town, or listen to mountain streams in the northwest? And in your opinion, what is the soul of Vietnam? Its landscapes, its long history, or the gentle smile of everyday people? Share your thoughts, stories, or feelings in the comments. Every line you write becomes part of this journey. So we're not only traveling together, but also understanding and connecting. Come to Vietnam, traveling, and you'll feel Vietnam like a colorful painting. Each region opens a different door into a unique world where nature, culture, and people blend into their own story. In the north, Sapa appears like a love song of clouds and mountains, golden terraced fields, morning mist, and the soft sound of Hmong flutes. By a small fire, sipping warm apple wine, your heart tightens in a gentle way, like being quietly understood. Hanoi feels like a different kind of memory. Walking around Hoan Kiem Lake in the early fog, hearing distant temple bells, or simply eating a hot bowl of pho in a small street shop, everything gathers the 1,000-year soul of Thang Long. In each alley and old roof, you feel a life that's both busy and deeply calm. Not far away, Ha Long Bay opens like a massive limestone museum floating on endless water. Mysterious caves, islands rising and falling with the waves, and a sunrise that turns the sea into gold. In central Vietnam, Hue welcomes you with quiet elegance. Ancient citadels, royal music, the calm, perfume river. Sitting on a boat at night listening to Hue songs, your heart drifts into a dreamlike space between reality and memory. Da Nang brings a different rhythm, young and energetic. Dragon Bridge, Golden Bridge, Mai Kay Beach, symbols of a modern city full of life. Meanwhile, Hoi An slows your heartbeat with lantern streets, warm light spreading through the night, leading you back to older times. Down south, Nha Trang holds you with bright blue beaches and picture-perfect islands. Every sea breeze feels like a joyful note that makes your heart lighter. Da Lat is the opposite, soft, cool, and romantic. With a warm coffee in a small cafe overlooking flower valleys, it feels like a long dream. Then Saigon, the city that never sleeps, where life rushes fast, yet still contains gentle pauses. A sidewalk coffee, a street vendor, a friendly hello. And the Mekong Delta, with busy floating markets and traditional singing echoing over the river, leaves behind a peace that's hard to describe. What moves me most isn't only the scenery, it's the people. From a child's crystal-clear smile in a mountain village to an elderly person's gentle kindness by a rural riverbank, everything carries warmth and hospitality. It makes travelers from everywhere feel like Vietnam becomes a second home. So what about you? If you visited this S-shaped land, where would you go first? Sapa's Sea of Clouds, the Mekong River, Hoi An, or the Pulse of Saigon? What do you think would impress you most? Majestic landscapes, incredible food, or friendly smiles? Have you ever had a memory connected to Vietnam, even a short trip or a tiny story? Share in the comments, so every story adds another color to the painting of Vietnam travel. Maybe someone reading it will find inspiration for their own journey. If you found this video meaningful and helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the World of Traveling, part of the Way Home ecosystem. That support gives us the motivation to keep creating more meaningful journeys, guiding you through beautiful places not only in Vietnam, but around the world. Thank you so much for staying with us until the end. As we close today's journey, I want to leave you with a message from the heart. Travel isn't only about going far, it's also about coming home, coming back to yourself, to stillness, and to peace within. And as the Buddha taught, happiness isn't about how far you go, it's about how you feel each step you take. So let every trip become a chance to grow compassion, to live fully in each moment, and to realize this: what we search for outside has always been waiting inside our own hearts. See you in the next journeys.